Detectives right now are looking for an arsonist who threw a firebomb into the home of an 89-year-old woman.
Several people saw the man drive up to the Springdale house. No one was hurt, but it does have neighbors wondering why he did it. Angela Ingram joins us now live with the latest on the investigation. Angela?
Well, Cammie, investigators are working with the ATF and the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation on this case. The woman who lives inside of the home was having dinner with her son when something came crashing through their window.
He got out of his truck, ran up here, threw it in her. Oh, he threw it through her window. Oh, my goodness.
Neighbors couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. An 89-year-old has lived in her home for 61 years. And last night, someone set her house on fire.
And I mean, she's just such a nice lady. And I was just so happy to see that she was okay. And don't know why anybody would pick her out of anybody to do anything like that.
Grandin Avenue in Springdale is peaceful. And in general, neighbors look out for each other.
Other people's do it more than, others, but that's just, this neighborhood is pretty quiet. I mean, hell, I can leave my car unlocked and leave tools outside after working on the car and none of them would go missing.
This is just a super quiet, peaceful neighborhood. Everybody, gets along with everybody and just not something you would expect to see here.
The woman was having dinner with her son. Her son came out of the house after the object was tossed through the window and scared off the suspect. People who saw him described him as a white man in his 50s. He had a tall, thin build with short gray hair. He also had a goatee. Police say he left in an 80s or 90s model Dodge Dakota that was silver or light blue. Neighbors want to see him caught.
If you just go up to a random person's house and do it, that's just that's outlandish. See what I'm saying? I just don't understand it.
And the man was also wearing a navy blue jacket with silver stripes on the sleeves and a pair of blue jeans at the time when he threw that device into the home. And we are told that the woman's son was actually able to put out those flames because he had a fire extinguisher in the home. Reporting live from Springdale, Angela Ingram, Local 12 News. Cammie, back to you.
Angela, are police saying whether they think this was maybe a targeted attack or if it was just random, or are they not saying anything?
At this time, they really haven't. We came in here today into the fire station, to the police department to ask if there were any updates, and they're not able to say whether this was targeted. But the people in the neighborhood just can't understand why anybody would do that. They say this is a woman who's lived in that home for decades. She doesn't bother anyone. She lives by herself, and she's very friendly. So they're all perplexed about why anyone would target her home.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Angela, thank you. But if someone out there has information that might help, you can call our partners at Crime Stoppers, and that number is 352-3040.